and tell him we've got a box for the trophy. Will do, thank you. We've got a box for your trophy, mate. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go first.
He's always first.
Hi, Gerweyn. Congratulations on becoming Grand Prix champion. Just give me your first reaction.
Yeah, I'm over the moon, but it was difficult today. I think when I caught the double four, I think it was to go 4-1 up. I sort of felt a bit more comfortable then. You know, if I'm 3-2 up, anything can happen. And even at 4-1 up, he come out after that break and won the next set. So it was vital that I had that lead, and just to give me the confidence going into the end of the match.
Okay, I must ask you, you're up to world number 2. We spoke earlier in the week, and that was it somewhere in the back of your mind as well. And one place to go. How are you the best player in the world right now?
Well, I don't know. I've just won this tournament, so I've won 4 of the last 5. I'm in a good place, and I'm doing the right things. And as long as I keep winning, I'll keep climbing that ladder. And yeah, I need to win the Worlds if I want to get that number 1 spot. So hopefully one day I'll do that.
And just finally from me, that was a surreal situation seeing your family on the screen at the auditorium. Who would have thought in 2020 you would have had that situation? But it must be emotional for you to be so close but so far.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a difficult week being away from kids and family and the wife. But I'm speaking to the little one just 2 days ago, and she wants me to come home, just jack the game in and just show the game. I want to see her. I want you to come home. But you know, I'm sure they understand, and especially when you're winning trophies, you know, it makes it worthwhile.
Okay, well, listen, congratulations, and again, thanks for your time. Cheers, Gerweyn.
Cheers.
Good. Many congratulations on the win. 2020 has been a write-off for many, but for you, it's turning out to be quite some year, and it's not over yet.
No, obviously it's a difficult times, and you know the circumstances ain't the best. But you know, it goes to show when the crowd ain't on my back, I'll just pick up trophies. But hopefully, when the crowd are back, they'll leave me alone a little bit, and I can keep performing like I am.
That's 4 out of the last 5 tournament wins, 22 out of your last 23 games. Do you feel as if you're starting to carry the same fear factor that Michael has for the last few years?
I don't know, possibly. You know, you need to ask the other players, and you know, I can't decide that. But you know, if I keep winning, then they're obviously going to be fearing me a little bit. But yeah, I'll just keep trying to do my best.
And the world number 1 spot, is that something that's on your radar, perhaps in the next 12 months or even by the end of the year?
Yeah, I think if anyone wants to become world number 1, they need to win the Worlds within them 2 years, because it's such top-heavy prize money. So you know, if you don't win the Worlds, you're never going to get to number 1. So if I can win the Worlds and become world champion, I'll be happy. And then to top it off and be number 1, I'll be over the moon.
Okay, cheers, Gerweyn. Congratulations again.
Cheers.
Gerweyn, the first tournament in Coventry of the year, and we've got plenty more coming up. This must put you in a good place going to those tournaments as well.
Yeah, I mean, the Grand Slam for me is always a good place in I think it's called the Aldersey Village. But it's going to be held here in a couple of weeks' time, and to have good feelings coming back and winning this. So it's going to be confidence for me going into that, which I needed, and a little bit of pressure off that event as well, trying to defend some money having won this tournament.
Going into the game, obviously against Dirk, it's a player that you didn't expect to play in the final. What was the mindset going into that?
I just had to concentrate on my own game. The more you think about the other player and take them for granted and think it's going to be an easy game, then you're just going to fall. You're going to trip up somewhere along the line in the game. And yeah, I was confident I was going to win, but I was never taking anything for granted.
All right, cheers, Gerweyn.
Gerweyn, I suppose in the third set there was a sort of a comical moment where an insect or something, Dirk was sort of rubbing his shoe off the carpet or something, and there was a bit of reaction. Can you tell us what happened there? Was there a bit of banter between you?
No, I think he was like 300 points behind anyway, but I think a fly ended up on his arm and he smacked it, fell on the floor, and then he was just shoving it off, and you know, we just grinned at each other, and that's basically it.
And his form picked up after that incident with the fly as well. He began to get on a bit of a roll there as well after you were so dominant in the opening 2 sets.
Yeah, he started flying. No, but yeah, I don't know. I was 4-1 up, and I was missing doubles going in. giving him opportunities, and then he's going to get a bit more confident, which he was. But yeah, I sort of slipped up, eased off the gas, and let him back into the game a little bit.
And Gerweyn, we were speaking to you last night, and you mentioned about that start was going to be crucial there in the final experience. He was a fast starter all through the previous rounds and getting off the quick start. And once you got ahead there, it meant he had to chase you, and that's always a sort of advantage for a guy probably in the biggest game. Having to chase down the opponent is an awful lot harder.
Yeah, exactly. That was my aim, to get out the blocks, try and get a set or two in front, and make him think, put him under pressure. And I think I did most of that game, and until I was 4-1 up, and then sort of started thinking about the winning line myself and let him back in.
And Gerweyn, for you, it's been the icing on the cake in terms of the tournament. It's been what you aspire for. But do you think this is not the last we've seen of Dirk? Do you think he'll come again after this breakout tournament for him?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good enough player. He's a confident lad. He's only just got his tour card back this year. He's back up, I think, into the top 64. So yeah, I wish him well. It's a tough school. Not everybody can do it, and yeah, I think he's in the Grand Slam now in a couple of weeks' time. So hopefully he has a good run there. But if he plays me, I think it's going to be the same result.
And I suppose, Gerweyn, lastly for me, will you look back on this tournament and will you see that decisive leg against Dave Chisnell, the sort of winning of the tournament for you? Is that where you thought the tournament was won for you this week, that decisive leg against Chizzy?
No, not really. I mean, every round is crucial. I think I played really well against Kim. I had to put him under pressure. Yeah, it was points in the Chizzy game that I was up against there, and I could have lost. And obviously, he had 2 or 3 darts to beat me. But I sort of bombed opportunities in that game as well. I was lucky to come through that one, and I'm happy to get over the win line this one.
Many congratulations, Gerweyn, on a really deserved championship victory.
Thank you.
Gerweyn, congrats on the win today. Obviously, the Grand Prix had that added difficulty of having to hit a double at the start of every leg.